This just like, man, dude. This is like, just I just can't get off white people, dude. Like I just like. You know what? It's not even white people.
Wait,
it's foreign people.
You can't jack them off? Is that what you're saying?
I can't get white people off.
Get off white people.
If it's a black dude, Rodescu's going to get him off. You know? But if it's a white dude, no.
It's like foreign people they do, like, it's like their scams are just like, so like the morality of their scams are so like low. Like they don't even really, like they'll do whatever to get money.
See, but here's what, like, so you're a black American.
Yeah.
Do you feel like Africans are the same as you?
No.
That's why I don't feel like Europeans are real white people.
But
I don't like them either. You guys like Europeans? Maybe try.
I like Africans. So
Europeans, stop starting a war against
I don't
Europe.
care for them.
Well,
I don't
first,
care
wait,
for
hold
them.
up,
Like
dude.
that's what I mean.
I'm not
Like,
going to divide Africa from you, though, dude. Like I'm still like down with Africa, though. I'm
not.
You're not down with your
No, I'm
Polish
not.
and whatever the fuck you're mixed
Yeah,
with.
I'm over it. Like I'm not there anymore. This is
Where
my
are you?
favorite country.
Yeah,
Fuck all the other countries.
This is my favorite country, but I still I'm still like part of Africa.
I guess if like Poland was in a war, I'd like root for them a little extra. But no, I don't claim those people. I don't claim this guy is like white American. He's like a European.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's a
Chris,
different
but
white.
like,
Your theory about white people is still strong and jarring.
I mean,
but I'm just saying, on a separate tangent, I don't consider this guy white like white. I think he's European.
See, but that's like you, because you're white though. Like from a black guy's perspective,
Yeah.
dude, I didn't even know, and I told this on stage, and this is dead honest truth. I didn't know that Jewish was a culture. I thought that was just white people. So like
we talked about that last week. It took
a while. So
yeah.
I thought
I didn't grow up around Jewish people, so people be like, people hate Jewish people.
I'm
I'd
like,
be
oh, people
why?
hate white people.
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, like white people, and like, nah, like separate.
So like seeing like this dude in his goofy hat trying to like sell people air to China, I'm like, that's white people, and that's like, it doesn't matter if he's over in the UK and if he's over here or he's in Canada. I don't care if he's trying to like help poor Mexicans in Mexico or whatever. He's still like a white dude doing his white thing.
Yeah, but I'm still waiting on my $10 million from that Nigerian prince that emailed me 10 months ago.
Always a good tag, the Nigerian prince. Always a good tag. When in doubt.
I think we really rang the rag out on that one.
Yeah.
How do we do, Trains?
I mean, you guys.
You have a real disturbed look on your face.
Yeah, I think it was too much white talk.
Yeah, well, okay. Rodescu, like
He's wearing boat shoes. You think you're not gonna hurt his feelings, Rodescu?
Okay, I came from work. Okay, it's not like
You wear those at
Yeah,
work?
the fact that you work at a place where you wear that.
okay.
Where do you work at? Like a yacht club?
I don't believe nothing about Chris Trani anymore, dude. Like, what the fuck? You say you work at a business and you wear those shoes, dude?
Yeah.
Dude. And then you go on where? On a date?
Okay.
Trying to like your
You know
personal.
You know what? I don't.
That's
Who
suspicious.
booked him?
He didn't
How
tell
did he
me-
get on this podcast?
He's
Like,
my friend.
This
I
is
can't even get Chris to like hang
ridiculous.
out with me at a bagel spot. He just
Okay.
mysteriously disappears.
We're not talking about what
Muddy
I do.
shoes. What you been doing, man?
Well, look, I've been getting together with like rich megalomaniacs. We're trying to figure out how to exploit black people. Okay.
He had to rush to the UPS store so he could send air to China.
Yeah. That soundbite's gonna come back to haunt me. I'm gonna regret that one.
I mean, doesn't he look a little bit like his dad's at least a state senator?
Yeah, you look you're in politics. Or
Oh
something,
my
man.
God! No, okay. I
All right,
just
I'm
want to
sorry.
say, like,
What's up?
it's so. It
All right,
just
defend white people.
no. It's not a white person thing. Some guy is being a douche and taking
Yeah.
advantage of people in China for whatever reason, and I don't think it's a white thing. I think it's just.
But, Chris, can I ask you this then?
Yeah.
Like, I understand that he is just one person,
Sure.
but like culturally.
Hang on. You've never been, for example, to a foreign country,
Mhm.
and anyone has tried to run a racket on you. Come on.
My neighbor
We're-
tries to run rackets.
Right.
Like, I have people always say it's
Regardless,
a racket.
I don't think it's a race thing. I think
But-
it's a racket.
But his idea is a white thing. Like that's a take a natural resource.
Oh, all right. I might give you that. His idea is a
He's
white
a-
thing.
Like a black guy would try to sell you like fake Oakleys.
Yeah, like
But
I'm
there's still Oakley. You know, like there's still sunglasses. You know, like, they might not be Oakleys, but they don't not block the
They've
sun.
at least
you know
got
what I mean?
UV protection.
Yeah.
the crime and his mentality of going about it is
Right.
culturally white.
Yeah, you might be able to get like Star Wars: The Force Awakens on DVD today
Right.
from a black guy.
That's like a
but-
black crime, and it's not as shaky, but it's still the movie.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
A black crime you still benefit from slightly. A white crime is mason jar air.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's a vast
You
difference.
start buying
I think
shit,
that's what he's
buying
trying to
goofy
say.
pills, thinking like, yo, I'm going to like, I bought some mind pills like to help my memory, and that shit did nothing.
Wait, did you do the alpha brain?
Yeah. I did the alpha brain shit. And Joe Rogan swears by it. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to do it. And then I still forgot everything. I still didn't know nothing. And I'm like,
Yeah, you couldn't
but
say
that's-
Leinenkugel.
No. So that's
Not
what
a good testimonial.
dude, that's like, it's just a white thing. It's just culturally just how some white people are, I think. And I think I really made a good point with this white thing. I came on strong as
I
a
like
black.
it. Chris, we are running a little long. I'd like to get topic 3, but I'll give you the last word on white people as our moderator if you want to take it.
I think no. I actually because this is why I think I'm a good moderator. I will concede to Rodescu that you put it perfectly. Like it's not so much like that it's a white guy shitting on the Chinaman in that instance, although it is. But it's a very white thing to do is take advantage of someone. Like it's what did you call it? A white concept.
Yeah, it's taking natural resources and then trying to sell it back to people who don't have it.
Yeah, I mean this is coming back to the definition of slavery, a systemic oppression of of a different ethnic background. So I will give you that.
Also, Chris,
This is fucking
Chris proved-
hilarious. Nah, I'm fucking with you. This is your role in the podcast. You're doing a good job, buddy. I just was like, we're on like a roll, and then you like bring up slavery. Like seriously, slavery? Not even like there's some funny in slavery if you really twist it, but you brought it up like serious.
Well,
Yeah.
no,
To
I mean that's,
close out like then the three of
He
us have to
brought
go
up
to.
slavery, and then before that said Chinaman.
I didn't mean it. I'm so
I
trying
don't know.
to be
He
a
took
guy.
the CTA over here. He's got railroads on his mind.
Yeah.
he's getting real old school.
Dude, this is like the worst beating. And that's nice as dressed, as nice as his teeth are all like shiny. And we're just attacking this guy.
Oh
I'm sorry,
my
Chris.
God. You know what? I don't deserve this shit.
Don't worry. Once March hits, you'll never have to take it again.
All right. Are we going on to topic number 3?
Topic 3. Let's
okay,
hit it.
but before we do, can
Oh,
I just...
jeez.
Say it, dude.
No, it's fine.
What
Say
air
what?
are you about
Say
to
it.
sell us, white man?
I've got some great Lakeview East, All right, no. Here's what I'm gonna say. I guess we can move on into topic number 3. I can't help but I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say.
This conversation just shook you, dude. It shook you down to your white core.
They'll probably just give him a bunch of free Budweiser for
No,
life.
they're gonna give him like $5 million, like guaranteed. But that's what I'm saying. That's how that conversation ends. He's like,
Guarantee it off of what?
Just how the
how
fuck
do you know any of this stuff? How do you know?
'Cause
that?
why
I know,
first
of
I
all,
know. Welcome to the podcast, Rodescu. This is what I've had to deal with for 22 episodes. He told me we were going to be doing. He told me we were going to be doing think pieces, real hard hitting, journalism. Instead, look at the crazy train I'm on. Take me with you.
This dude just talking like,
dude, have you ever listened? He's only got one episode out, but do you listen to it? His podcast is more uninformed than this podcast.
Listen,
You don't want to
Also-
attach your.
hold up, my podcast is not.
It's not even happening. Have
It's not
you
even a
done an
real thing.
episode?
And I know my podcast will be full of shit. I've already enforced listen, we are not going to research anything
Yeah.
or be.
Yeah, so don't try to find solace with this guy.
He don't know what he's talking about
I
either.
don't know what he's
bro.
talking about either.
Well, no, that's how this all started. With Golak and I were like, he was like, He goes, I think it was some stat. He goes, I guarantee you 85% of blah, blah, blah. And I was like, where'd you get that stat? And he's like, I don't know. I just pulled it out of my
I
ass."
remember it. I remember because
Yeah.
I was arguing with a friend of mine who it was at your apartment. And or was your sister's apartment that you lived in the basement of. But right before I moved to Chicago, this girl I was arguing with was a good friend of ours' sister, who's also a friend of ours. But she's a fucking lawyer. She works for like a state senator in Ohio. Like she's smart. And we're talking about like cops shooting people.
Yeah.
And I was like, why do they even have guns? Like, why don't they just learn to fight? Like, they should just teach them how to fight. They shouldn't have guns. And I said, like, it's these lazy motherfucking cops that are too fucking fat to fight for themselves. So they just see someone trying to act out, and they shoot them because they're lazy and they're fat. And then I said, I guarantee that 85% of officer-involved shootings, the cop is overweight. Like, medically overweight. And the girl's arguing with smart girls like, is that true? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, where'd you read that? I was like, I just know that shit's true.
And listeners
she,
at
know
home,
what?
that's
Shut
why you're
her
listening
up.
to this podcast right
Shut
now.
her up. Shut her up. She has shit to
It's
say.
how you defeat Golak. Because Golak is like one of these, like, he's a master at distractions. Like, he's a master at, like, keeping you in, but never, like, having no facts.
And
so
talking shit to your face.
That's how he gets girls. He just, like, keeps, like, saying these vague things and then, like, throwing one fact, but he's so confident in saying it, he'll repeat it over. It's like a marketing trick.
It's like his stand-up. He just says ridiculous shit, but he's so confident.
He's so confident.
Guys, I'm not going to sit here.
This dude act, if you listen to his act, his jokes always take about like 2-3 minutes because he knows like what he's saying is total horseshit. But
It's like he's writing on stage. Yeah.
If you
Guys.
give him some time, he'll rope you into this shit.
Yeah, he gets in there and he's like, I don't know, I just think that like, and then comes a punch. You know, like.
Guys, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like my whole life. I'm not going to sit here and
He's a
pretend.
marketing act.
Guys, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that my
cracked
whole
the
life
code.
isn't a shell game. I'm not going to do that.
Oh,
He
shit,
says
dude.
ridiculous shit, you know, like.
I've never seen somebody talk and have no information on it, but
Yeah.
like sound so like sound and clear.
Right.
Like I listen to this, I argue with this dude at the drop, and we'll just be sitting there, and this dude, because he'll keep talking. That's the thing. You gotta like defeat him in talking. Like you gotta just keep talking, because if you let him interject and keep on going, then you lost. He's like, he just buried you down with a million like fake stats
Yeah.
and a bunch of like bullshit theories that you're like, where did you even get this information from?
Except my Tiger Woods shit. That shit is on point. Please ask me about it.
Oh my
I'm
God.
just looking for an audience, and I got the material already.
It's like one of those crazy robots that just keep bouncing and just he just keep bouncing off till somebody just like lets him in.